Hey everybody, this is MyCollectables coming back with another video. We got a nice comic book coming to the DC NFT platform, and I'm excited to make a video about it and talk about all the different kind of stuff that's going to happen with it, in my opinion, and of course, give you some like price predictions based upon another comic that's already in the app and some in real world value comparisons just to show you about what's going on with this comic, but also just to make a really cool video about a really cool comic because I'm really excited about this one. Now, I've been doing DC Comics on their platform for a little while now, and I'm really only going after the big ones because, I'm a bat cow holder. I love the platform. They've been going through some kinks and stuff like that and some growing pains. But you know what? These kind of comics are what I really get excited about. So if you do like this video, make sure you hit like. And also, I want you to comment down below and let me know what you're thinking about this comic. If you're going to be going after it, I'm sure you will. We only can get one each. I'll tell you about the drop details in just a second. So just let me know in the comment section what you're going to be doing because this is a big comic in the real world. And it's really great opportunity for us in the early days here on comic collecting online, especially on DC, to go after a comic like this. So let's get into this, you guys. Here it is, The Bold and the Brave, number 28. So this is the Justice League of America. This is their first appearance. Now, you've seen this cover before if you've been on HRO because that NFT site with the cards had this cover on there. That was fun, but this is the actual readable comic. And of course, DC's doing it the way they always do with the older ones, is that they do these different color variations, cover variations, sorry, of different graded, right? So it's going to be really fantastic. Here's the basic info for you. Thursday the 29th, which is tomorrow if you're watching this video when I'm doing it on the 28th. Bat cowls. Now, we have early access, like they said, and this is great. And by the way, we have early access all the time now for bat cowl holders, which is fantastic. So these are Pacific time, so 6:30 a.m. to 7:30 a.m. That's our Pacific time, our entry point for sure. That's when we're going to have our chances, early bat cowl holders. And then there's the public sale at 9 a.m. Pacific time as well. And then you have to wait a couple hours to get your comic revealed, of course. Now, there's going to be 4,000 of these in total, so it's not going to be like a lot. It's very scarce. And this is what I love about the DC platform, giving us these scarce comics, these great Grail comics from the past that are scarce. And of course, it's $9.99. You can only get one on the drop if you only per account. So you're going to have to go in there on that early access, log in early, or then if you don't get one there, you're going to be able to go and get one on the public sale for sure. And you can go to DC NFT Universe, DC Universe there, the website, if you want to go after this comic. Now, let's talk about what this comic is worth in the real world, in the physical world anyway. A CGC 9.0 sold for about 49,000 in 2020. So that is a high grade. Now, it's not a massive Superman #1 style comic or anything like that, but it is definitely valuable and sought after. More recently, though, a CGC 4.0 graded copy of this one sold for about 4,000 in December on eBay. So that's a more recent sale of kind of the mid-level of this range. So you can see that this comic is definitely good. Now, with what DC's doing in the movies, I don't know how much longer, these comics might fall in price a little bit more as time goes on because DC's revamping their entire movie structure, which does affect people's, interest in DC comics, specifically Justice League. So we'll see what happens with that. But anyway, if you look at another comic in the app, because I want to try to figure out where this comic could land in terms of price. We had Detective Comics 38 come out, like a month ago or more. And you can see the prices on those ones. The commons sitting at 29, the uncommons at 36, the rares at 52, the epics at 181, and the legendaries at 460. Now, I own the epic on this one, so I'm pretty happy with that. But I don't think that this comic right here is going to hit those same price levels, in this on the DC platform. I think it's going to be just slightly under, very similar, very close in a lot of ways, in my opinion. But this comic right here, I think is a better comic, more valuable, and it's going to be a little bit more valuable in DC as well, just because of the prominent cover. So I don't think the other one's going to reach it, but still think it's going to do pretty good. On the common, there's 1,600 of them, and I think it's going to go for around 20 or so initially, and that might seem a little bit low, but that's still double what you could if you landed it. So I think around 20 to 25 probably on that one. And this is the uncommon, which is super fun. You get all the different, look at the coffee stains and it's really, really awesome. I absolutely love looking at these comics, right? I think this one, there's about 1,200 of them. I think this one's going to go for about 30 to 35, somewhere around that range. This is just my opinion. Let me know yours, of course. That's why I'm doing the video. And then, of course, the rare variant, there's about 600 of them. So I think it's only going to jump up to about 40 to 45, because if you look over at that, the Detective Comics 38, you can see that the price on that one is not that much higher, right? So I think it's around this level right here. Now, if you get to the epic level, I think you're going to be doing really good. There's 400 of those around about. And so this one's going to be, I think, around 150 or so, which is really nice if you land it on the drop. And this is early, right? So who knows what's going to be in a couple years from now? We're just talking day one here, day two. But if you get the legendary, I think it's going to be around over 300 or so, around that range, because if you look at Detective Comics 38, it's over 400. So I don't think this one's going to pass that. But this is just my opinion. This is just what I think about these comics, about where they're going to be. It's a beautiful comic. It is definitely like a really good, valuable comic, but I don't think it's going to pass this one. I think it's going to come in around those prices, like I said, but it's not going to be that hard to go after. You just do the same stuff we've always done. Make sure you log in early, get your place in line. And then, of course, you can wait. And like I said, don't give up if it says sold out. Just go hit the Palm logo, go back to the main screen, and then go back into buy comic again. And that buy now button might pop up for you. Remember, I got this Detective Comics one right here. I got this one an hour after the drop, public drop too. So you can still get these as they slowly kind of like get released, however they're doing it. So we'll see what happens on this drop right here. But I wish you all the best. Let me know in the comments section below what you think about my price predictions, and give me yours, because we're all still trying to figure this out. These are very loose predictions right here, but I put it just under Detective Comics 38, which is an okay place to be at this time in the history of DC Comics NFTs. Anyway, I'll see you in the next video. Good luck on the drop and happy collecting.